From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
4 Republican candidates are set to take the stage now on Daybreak, a preview of tonight's presidential debate.
We're teaming up with a new local organization, a look at Mayor Indy's promise to the city.
Changing the streets in downtown Indianapolis, we have new reaction from people who live along two major one-ways about the two-way future.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Good midweek. It's Wednesday, 6th of December.
That's right, Ryan. We'll have a look at traffic in just a bit.
First forecast, Marcus Bailey. Cool start again.
It is, and unfortunately, I think we're going to be kind of gloomy, but we're at least dry.
Yeah.
Did have the rain yesterday. Had some snow in some areas up in northern Indiana. I think we're going to be locked in with the cloud cover, and so we're going to have one last chilly day, but I promise things do get a bit better and milder here late week. Let's get you started on a Wednesday. Now, I will say the clouds are kind of working in our favor this morning. It's keeping those temperatures from really tanking. I think it would be a lot colder than the mid-30s that we're experiencing right now if we had a clear sky. 34 Carmel, 35 Fishers and Anderson, 37 in Greenfield, 35 in Franklin, and 34 right now down in Morgan County in Martinsville. Good morning to you. We're at 33 in Fort Wayne. So everybody just above freezing. The coldest spot is Richmond at 32. We're closer to 40 degrees down in southern Indiana. All right, overhead, you can see the clouds hanging tough. You have to look carefully here, but all this gray that you see moving from northwest to south and east. Low cloud deck that's just camped out over the state, and you can see the clouds are thickening up when you head into Illinois and Wisconsin. So we're going to be locked in with this for a while. I'm cautiously optimistic that we'll break up some of those clouds as we get later into the day, but our temperatures are going to struggle. 35 at 10 o'clock, 38 at noon, and 40 by around 4 o'clock. Again, not a lot of movement. We're in the mid-30s now, 40 the best that we can do this afternoon, which is running a little bit below average for this time of year. But we're going to continue to clear things out overnight. It will lead to a very bright end of the work week with some pretty mild temperatures, but maybe some gusty winds too. We're going to talk about that and kind of a messy system heading our way this weekend where we could be talking not only thunderstorm chances, but maybe some snow chances as well. We'll break it down in my Storm Track 8 forecast in just a few minutes.
Tonight is a pivotal moment in the race for the White House. The Republicans who hope to beat Donald Trump for the Republican presidential nomination will be on stage tonight.
They'll do it live on Wish TV. News 8's Amisha Ramsey is setting the stage for us this morning. Amisha.
That's right. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Brittany. In Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 4 contenders vie for the second place behind frontrunner Donald Trump. With the Iowa caucus around the corner, stakes are high. Now, candidates include Ron DeSantis, focusing on Iowa, Nikki Haley emphasizing on foreign policy, Vivek Ramaswamy hoping to regain momentum in Iowa, and Chris Christie targeting New Hampshire aggressively. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has spent a lot of time in Iowa visiting all 99 counties there.
To have campaign slogans to say this and that and then not produce results or not win the election, that's not going to do the trick.
Nikki Haley, the former United States ambassador, is seeing an increase in her polling. She picked up recently to support a Republican mega donor, the Knock Network.
First thing, I've been a governor. I know what bureaucracy is. I know how to clean it up.
And biotech engineer Vivek Ramaswamy really took off over the summer, but has stagnated a little since his peak.
We as a party, we have been running from something. But now is our moment to actually start running to something.
Chris Christie, the former New Jersey governor, has been most aggressive in going after Trump.
When Donald Trump compares his domestic political opponents to vermin, language that those of us who know history is equated with the worst of Nazi Germany.
Donald Trump opted for a fundraiser in Florida over the debate. So far, he has not attended any of these debates. Now, primary voting kicks off in just over a month in Iowa. Amisha Ramsey, WishTV, WishTV.com, and like us on Facebook.
And Amisha, to get a sense of just how high the stakes are tonight, our Hannah Mordeau put the question to Blake Berman. He's the chief Washington correspondent for News Nation.
Let's look at the calendar. Iowa is 5 weeks out, but it is really, I would say, a lot shorter than that. The calendar is a lot condensed. And, for Ron DeSantis, he's putting all of his eggs, if not all, the big portion of his eggs in Iowa's basket. So this is a huge 4 or 5 weeks for him. Nikki Haley, obviously, South Carolina is there for her. She was the former governor of that state. But yeah, I mean, it is go time for these candidates. And this is the last national debate, before the Iowa caucuses in, 5 weeks or so.
Start at 8 o'clock. It's set for 2 hours. Then stay with Wish TV for live reaction and analysis from Indiana's best political team on News 8 at 10.
To ITN8, the Tippecanoe County Commission has approved a 9-month moratorium on withdrawals from the Wabash River. The city councils in Attica, Lafayette, and West Lafayette all passed resolutions hoping to block the state from redirecting water from northern Indiana to a massive economic development project in Boone County. As we've reported, Governor Holcomb ordered the current study of the river to be expanded to at least 12 counties. He also ordered the Indiana Finance Authority to oversee the study and provide more transparency. The results are expected in January.
Wish TV is partnering with a new local news source called Mirror Indy. The organization aims to provide unbiased, fact-based information to Central Indiana on stories that often go uncovered. It started almost 2 years ago when a group of journalists working with the American Journalism Project sent out a survey. They learned that people statewide wanted more local news content. The not-for-profit news service says it uses donations to pay its reporters and editors. The chief editor, Oshia Boyd, says that the name Mirror Indy is a reflection of the city.
We chose that name because we are a reflection of Indianapolis. We love our city. We work in our city. We live in our city, obviously, and we're a part of our city. And we want to tell those stories that our community tells us they want to hear. So it's not a top-down approach to news. It is a very bottom-up, grassroots. We're out there in the community getting stories that people are telling us, hey, we're missing these stories. So it's really all about the community.
The organization has already raised nearly $10 million. Wish TV is the only commercial service to partner with Mirror Indy with the goal of working together to provide great local journalism. We have a new view of the future of 2 major Indianapolis streets. DPW met with neighbors to talk about the big switch for Michigan and New York streets. They'll change early next year from one-way to two-way. Engineers and designers answered community questions about the new project Tuesday. Planners say the changes will help improve safety in the neighborhood. Many who spoke were pleased with the project.
The project, it accommodates cyclists and is accessible to pedestrians as well. Overall, it will just transform the street.
Officials say the project will include protected bike lanes, new crosswalks, and improved sidewalks. The majority of the work is slated to happen in the spring. A Noblesville man has died in a crash Tuesday on I-69 in Fishers. We brought you this story as it was breaking on daybreak. The Hamilton County coroner confirms the victim is 28-year-old Joshua Hicks. Police tell us his car collided with a semi. They've not said what may have caused the wreck.
One person has died after a crash in Carmel Tuesday afternoon. That happened on US 31 ramp to westbound I-465. Carmel police confirmed one person died. They have not provided the person's name. They also have not said exactly what happened. The ramp to I-465 was closed for many hours as the result of a crash. And Wish TV is home to Indiana's only statewide news network and a high-speed police chase that covered half of Indiana. This is where it ended in Crothersville and Scott County. Police tell us that the suspect crashed into a police car and was arrested after trying to run away. It all started with a call about a man with a gun in Indianapolis. The suspect is 20-year-old Nicholas Lewis of Indianapolis. He faces preliminary charges that include battery to a public safety officer, resisting law enforcement, and criminal recklessness with the vehicle. He's being held now in the Scott County Jail. The Indiana National Guard is expanding their armory in Danville. They held a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday for the new $5.5 million project. It was originally built in 1955 with space for storage and a military motor pool. The renovated space includes new showers, kitchen, gym, classrooms, and more storage.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.